Hi guys, and welcome to Fab Friday. So, we're gonna try a couple different things. We're gonna mix it up today. Thing number one, I'm gonna try really hard to do this entire video in less than 10 minutes and without having to stop. We'll see. I do have 2 kids and 2 dogs, so I'm gonna try to do it without a voiceover though. So if you hear some background noise, we'll see how it goes. So I am super excited because for the very first time on July 30th, did Day in the Life with Allie Edwards. And I also decided that for my Day in the Life, I was going to do it in a traveler's notebook. All right, I'm back again. We're going to do it. I know we can do this. So I got a Webster's Pages Color Crush traveler's notebook. And when I bought it, I bought 5 inserts and then left them sit here and collect dust. So for Day in the Life, I was determined to use one of my traveler's notebooks. I bought Allie Edwards kit, and I mixed Allie Edwards kit with some supplies from Spiegelmom scraps. So this was my little box. I actually took it with me on vacation to a couple places and have been working on it. And the other thing I did was I printed all my photos on my Polaroid zip printer, and I'll show you there's only one photo I'm not happy with. The rest of them printed very well. So the other thing that I will share with you is some resources that I use. So in case you have some inserts laying around like I do and you're like, oh my goodness, I have to use these. 2 good resources were Pinterest. I pinned a whole board of ideas. The second really awesome resource I found was a class at Big Picture Classes called Scrap Small. I loved it because it took the idea of scrapbooking in a traveler's notebook and it had some really cute, fun ideas. So let's dig in and see how my traveler's notebook turned out. So every page has some definite same elements to it. So every page I used the Allie Edwards journaling, and I did my journaling as I took the photos. Every page has some cork from Spiegelmom scraps, some Day in the Woods sequins from Spiegelmom scraps, a doily, and a shipping tag from Spiegelmom scraps. And then pretty much everything else is either washi tape and twine from my stash or part of the Allie Edwards Day in a Life kit. So there's lots of washi here. I did tear some pages out so that everything would fit and lay nice and flat. I also punched some edges of my pages. So I'll just show you here the cork. I started in the beginning using some Tim Holtz rub-ons, but they were really hard to rub on. They didn't want to, I don't know, they're not very old, but they didn't want to adhere maybe to this paper, I'm not sure. And since I was doing this project on the go, it was very hard for me to get them to rub off, you know, like if I was sitting on a couch or something like that. So I kind of stopped using them after a couple of hours that I worked on this. This I think turned out so cute, and actually when I get to the back of my book, I'm going to go ahead and do this again on my last spread to show you how I did it. So I'm going to pull this up here so you can see without smacking my camera. These are like peepholes that I punched into it, and then I attached cork to each side. So it's a little bit of like a see-through element with these cork hearts. And I think that this turned out really cute. And I'm going to show you how to do one at the end when I do the 2 pages at the end with you. You'll notice I used the Day in the Woods sequins, which I also used. Oh, and this one is extra. And these Day in the Woods sequins, I have so many. So if you watched my video 2 weeks ago, you would have seen me like line up my Kiwi Lane templates with the sequins, and I still had enough left to do this whole album. So, and I still have some. Little low on the yellow. So that just goes to show you how many projects you can really get out of one of these great packages of sequin mixes. More punched edges. It was really rainy, so I punched this edge the day I did my Day in the Life. It poured. You see the picture here. And so I did a little like water wave punch here. I left things go off the edge. So you'll notice like this afternoon goes off the edge. Over here, this doily goes off the edge. I left things go off the edge, and I left things be a little bit messy just because I liked that look. I really liked that look. I underlined all my journaling, which I think really, really helped your focus to go to that journaling. And all of these little bits and pieces you'll see behind the pictures are the backs of the journal cards that I did. So this, for example, this journal card, the back of it will have a pattern like this. And I got more journal cards than I used. So the extras, I flipped them over and used the patterns on the back as my background paper. So there we have it. This is my day in the life. So now I'm going to go ahead. I did put these two pages together. I put them together before I started. So I'm going to go ahead and first of all, I'm going to show you how to do this little peephole that I did here. So really easy. We're going to go ahead and use the star, the chunky cork stars. I'm going to did hearts on the other page, but I'll do stars for this one. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take some glue out of my fine line bottle. This is Scotch Quick Dry Adhesive. Technical difficulty. Okay, I'm back. So we want to get a lot of glue, just a good bit of glue. I think I totally, when I did the hearts on the other page, I completely just covered them with glue. So you're going to go behind your little peephole, and you're going to put it in there. And then you're going to make a sandwich, a glue sandwich, with your two stars. Okay, so now that we've got it pretty dry, good and dry, tiny attacher right to the middle. It's going to pucker the cork, but it does go through, and it looks really cool. And then it'll just help it to stay in place. Okay, so that's how I did the little peephole bits. A little bit of excess glue. And now we can go ahead and go through how I made a page. So my supplies were all in this container, and I very quickly just kind of went through. I did kind of stagger the photos and stagger the tags, and I put some upside down. I did a couple of different things to give it just some dimension and just some difference. So I did put twine in this particular tag before I started here. And we have our journaling. And then our photo. So I'm going to play with these a little bit. Maybe I'll let this one hang over. Maybe I'll stick it down here underneath. You know what? I'm going to do without the I'm going to add my under the little peep toe thing. And then I have these little embellishments. So I also have some washi tape. So I'm going to go ahead and I put a little bit of washi tape on each of my layouts. And then that's going to provide a lovely little spot to put this and my sequins, which are right in front of me. So, yeah. Yep, that's me. Much of my personality will be in this video because I don't want to edit it out. Okay, so we're going to go through and just embellish. So I'm going to embellish with my sequins. I'm going to embellish with these little puffy stickers from the kits. I'm going to embellish with these word stickers. I also have some little die cuts. some more sequins. I used the sequins just like you would use enamel dots. I put them in little groups of 3 and just went into it like this. So I'm going to go ahead and put another bit of washi tape at the top here. Okay, and then we'll flip and we'll do the next page. Same idea. So I started out with all of my little bits and pieces. Move this up here so you can see it a little bit better. There we go. And then notice I kind of made this one more to the top. So I'm going to go down to the bottom with this doily. Now I'm going to set this up just a touch because I have 2 photos, and that did happen to me a couple of hours during that day. I also had to improvise this journaling card a little bit because I messed up the first one. So, and then we have 2 photos. I think maybe we'll go like that. Yeah. And then the photo. And then I have this smaller photo down here. So that's not going to leave me a ton of room for a lot of embellishments, but that's okay because all of my photos and journaling are down. And I did fussy cut this little ampersand from one of the journal cards, and I really, really wanted to use it. A little bit of washi on every page. I just pulled every black and white roll of washi tape I had from my stash and threw them all into this little container. We're going to use a bunch of these. I love this one. I kind of saved this one for that photo. And this little one that says evening. It's actually bedtime here, but. And our next embellishment. I just, for every page, really honestly, all I did was I went through and I just went through each embellishment, and I got into a really kind of just a system of, okay, first the doily, then the tag, then the photos, then, you know, that kind of thing. And it went really fast. I think I worked on this for just, I took it with me on a couple of trips when I went to visit some family, and I sat down a couple evenings, and I, you know, 15-20 minutes here and there, but I did end up getting most of it together, and it went pretty good. So I think I'm missing some glue. You could also adhere these with glue dots, and actually I did adhere some of these with glue dots on other pages, but I'm running out of glue dots. So I thought that I would just use my little unclogged glue holder. And there we go. So now you've seen me. Let me make sure I have all of my embellishments, everything that I wanted. Okay, I will leave a shopping list down below for the supplies you can get in the Spiegelmom Scraps store that I used in my day in the life. The day in the woods, sequins, the doily, the shipping tags, and the little cork pieces. And I hope you enjoyed this little live video, kind of live, real-time video. The little peephole cork is a really good technique, and if you are looking into starting a traveler's notebook, I would highly recommend those resources. If you follow me on Pinterest, you'll find a whole board of ideas, and if you have a subscription to Big Picture classes, check out that Scrap Smart or Scrap Small class because it is really good. Lots of cute ideas, and I hope that you'll stop in again next week for Fab Friday, and we will, if you also, if you want to see me do this again, so I have 4 more inserts, and I really want to get them used up. So if you have, if you'd like to see more of my work in my Traveler's Notebook, let me know in the comments below, and I'll be sure to incorporate some more products, and maybe we'll do one with a little more color next time, or maybe one that's more stripped down. This one I did kind of really embellish and kind of give it that messy look. So thank you so much for stopping in for Fab Friday today, and have a lovely weekend. Bye!